First of all, we're very excited to be here. For us, as going into the year, we went in with expectations of being in a regional. Felt like we had the talent to be in a regional, but it was a year where we were dealt some significant blows injury-wise, especially in the middle part of our season. But this group grinded, and certainly we did it the hard way, but ecstatic to come through our conference tournament and play our best baseball at the end of the year as we started to get healthier at the end of the year, and certainly coming to Clemson, where we know there's a great tradition, great fans, great facilities, the whole 9 yards. Certainly a great field here with 3 other really good teams, but we're happy to be here, and we hope to play good baseball this weekend.
Junior, you heard Clemson name their pitcher already. You know anything about Brooks Crawford and how you guys might try to approach him?
Talking to me? Yeah, because I know they don't know anything about him. He's got a good arm, a firm fastball, and the key for us is going to be laying off the fastball that is not a strike. The one that's up in the zone or up out of the zone, we have to lay off and make sure it's a ball and we don't help. I think that's we got to get a good pitch to hit. We got a good offensive club, especially when we don't help out of the strike zone.
Question for Holsizer on the end. You got all the talk from everybody else in this regional has been about you guys' offense and you guys' propensity to hit the long ball. As a guy who won the college home run derby last year in Omaha, have you seen the field? Do you think this is going to be a good place to hit because balls do fly out of here pretty well?
Yeah, I've seen some stuff on the field, and I think it's a good place for us to hit. Excited to see what we can do here. We're very strong offensively, but I think our pitching is very strong as well, and just can't wait to show everyone what we can do.
Hey, Reed, you were on the Brooks Wallace finalist. Just kind of tell everyone how you feel about that and being up with some of the best players in the country.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to be on the Brooks Wallace top finalist list. I think it's very good since I'm one of the only mid-majors on the list. And I just honestly think it's a great opportunity for myself and on our team. We are ready to battle it out, and hopefully we're going to be playing pretty hot right now, and so we'll see how it goes for this regional.
Coach obviously knows a lot about Clemson and their history. What do you guys know about Clemson and what it's like here?
I mean, obviously we know that, like you said, it's a great tradition, and the fan base and the atmosphere surrounding is going to be something that we're maybe not playing in every single day. But we're excited for the opportunity to be here and get to experience it, but also get to show our talents as well in front of this atmosphere, in front of these fans, and just kind of show the world, and just also play our game and just be here and just kind of take it all in.
You guys had to do this the hard way. Coach mentioned it a second ago. You guys had to win your conference tournament to get here. What does that give you confidence-wise going into this, knowing you guys had to play well last weekend to get here, and you did?
Well, I mean, it just kind of shows that, like you said, we got everybody back and healthy, and we knew what kind of team we could be, and we kind of finally started playing like it. And like I said, we got hot at the right time, and so I think we have a lot of confidence coming into this weekend. We're ready to play and, ready to show what we've got. And, I think as a team, we've kind of come together and started playing for one another like, we're capable of. And like I said, we're just excited.
Forgive me if this is wrong, but you were injured part of this year. Am I right? I saw that you played 40 games. That's why I asked that question. If so, when did you get healthy? How are you feeling now?
Yeah, I missed, I think, 21 games due to a hamate in my hand from swinging. But I came back, and I felt pretty healthy probably within a week of starting to play again. But, yeah, it was a little bit of a struggle there in the beginning, but as I thought it would be, but jumped right back in and just gave it my all. And I'm definitely fully healthy now, and, yeah.
Same question for you about you guys having to get here the hard way. Coach mentioned you guys thought you guys had the talent from the outset this year to get to the postseason. but having to do it the way you did it, what does that say about this group of guys you're going to battle with this weekend?
Yeah, we kind of had to do it the hard way, like you said. We had to put it together in all phases. We had to hit, we had to play defense, and we had to pitch well, which we did the whole tournament, and I was very happy about that. We all were. But I think it goes to show that we can play every side of this game and play it pretty well, and we're coming in pretty hot, and I'm excited to see what we can do.
I think it's a few players step off. Continue. Thanks.
Coach, can you talk about your relationship with Monty Lee and what you know about the Clemson program?
Well, I know Monty, to say I know him well is, not, exact, but, I spent 16 years coaching in the Carolinas, so, we crossed paths numerous times on the recruiting trail, things like that. I actually don't know that I've coached a game against him, other than maybe when he was assistant at South Carolina and I was at Winthrop. I know we never played College Charleston when I was at Winthrop as an assistant, but obviously ultimate respect for him, what he's done, in a short amount of time here at Clemson, and what he did at other stops too. Was not surprised by the success that the program here has had since he took over here.
Coach, when was the last time you were at Clemson?
I'd have to look back. Probably at some point in the probably mid 2000s or so, or late 2000s as an assistant at Winthrop University.
How about when you played up here? When was the last time?
I played in 92, 93 here at South Carolina, and so back then we played twice. Or 4 games a year, I believe. 2 games at home and 2 games here midweek. And I remember long midweek road trips home. Seemed like during that time span, the home team seemed to win most of the time. And, obviously, I grew up from Ohio, didn't know the Clemson-South Carolina rivalry. Transferred to South Carolina my junior year, and was fortunate to play on 2 regional teams there, but learned real quick that this Clemson-South Carolina rivalry, that's a pretty big deal. And so, I compare it to growing up an Ohio kid, the Ohio-Michigan rivalry, and, there are a lot of similarities to that.
What can you tell us about your pitching plans for Friday?
Well, I anticipate throwing Dalton Stanball, and I let Monty know that just a little bit ago. I'm going to confirm that in our meeting later today, hopefully. I told him I just need to see after practice today. We emptied the tank on the mound this weekend to get here, and so just and Dalton wants the ball, and as long as he's good to go, we will we'll go that route. But at the same time, I don't want to put him in harm's way either. Those conference tournaments, when you win or go home, you end up using some guys a little more than you would, say, in a regular season or on a weekend series, and we had to do that with multiple guys, and so it's been a light week of practice for us this week. I was really glad the weather's holding off, that we got a chance to get outside today, because we didn't accomplish a whole lot in practice Tuesday and Wednesday, but that's because we were still recovering from what a grueling weekend we had.
How easy is it to ratchet up that adrenaline from the weekend? Is it something you can carry over, or is it something that once you're between the lines, it kind of continues to carry over?
Well, I think my guys are going to be excited. Number one, we're going to play in front of a crowd that, we don't get to play in front of all the time. And I felt like, one of the things that I'm pleased with our club about it, and I felt like we really showed it over the weekend, is the poise that our club has. I've got a veteran club. 7 of my 9 starters were starters for me last year. 8 of my 9 starters have over 600 career at-bats at the college level. So we're a veteran club. Braxton Morris is a 4-year starter for me at second base. He's won more games than any player in Morehead State history. Nico Holsizer, Trevor Snyder, Reed Leonard, those guys are juniors, Hunter Fain, there's 4 juniors that have started pretty much every day since they got on our campus. And so, you know, we've won a lot of ball games, we've played in a lot of great venues, we've played a lot of good teams, won a lot of games against really good teams. So, you know, we're not going to be scared about, you know, we're excited about the opportunity, and we know we've got to play well to beat Clemson. We know the things we got to do, things we can't do to be successful. We've proven, especially this year, we can beat anybody and we can lose to anybody, and we know the formula that it takes to be successful and the things that'll get us in trouble.
Coach, coming into this regional, Logan Davidson is on fire at the plate. He's hitting 400 right now, 10 home runs and 27 RBIs in just the past 19 games. How do you prepare for a guy like that who's hitting so well?
Well, I think it's he's not the only guy in that lineup either, and you know, there's a lot of great hitters in Clemson's lineup, and you know, I think we got to, well, number one, fill the strike zone up. We can't get behind. We can't get them in advantage counts the whole night, and we've got to limit the free passes. I think that Clemson's going to score some runs. I don't have any doubt about that. You know, if we don't win the free base category, whether that's walks, wild pitches, errors, hit by pitches, if you know we're going to have our hands full. It's going to be tough for us to win the game. When we win those categories, and those are, you know, the walks and the hit by pitches are an area that my team is pretty good at. You know, when we win those categories, you know, we are usually